So here we are. This is the before shot of everything. This is where we're planning to put in our new cottage style garden. We're going to be putting down some plots, and we're going to be using the no dig method, which means that we're going to be laying cardboard down, which will kill all the things that are beneath it, all the weeds and unwanted things beneath our flower beds, and then we're going to put topsoil on it and plant our seeds and bulbs and things that we have to add to the garden. So here we are, day one. We're going to try to do a layout where we basically have 5 major plots, maybe 6, one in the center and one in each corner. At least that's the plan to start, but with some paths to walk around those plots so that we can kind of make it rich and full and something you can walk around in. So a while back I was at the Dollar Tree and I saw these ginormous bamboo skewers, and you know, I picked them up in case I could use them for a craft project, and you know, I just thought, okay, these might come in handy, but I'm going to use these 2 marked spots. I knew they'd come in handy for something, and if this works out, this might be something to add to your own shopping list if you're doing something similar. Okay, so here's our first flower bed that we're going to be starting. This is the cardboards laid out. It's layered. I'm hoping it's layered enough, and we're going to hose it down, and then we're going to put some soil on it and try to shape it and cut the corners where needed. So you hose this down before you put the soil on it because it helps to speed up the process with the breakdown, so that eventually it will be biodegradable and deteriorate into the ground, and then the roots on the topsoil will go down into the clean soil that has had all the weeds and everything undesirable below it killed off from being blocked out from the sun. Okay, it's getting kind of late in the evening, but here's the first plot. Here's the first flower bed, and this is where the bird bath is going to go, and kind of edged it and dug a little trench around it because we're going to be putting stones in there eventually, but for now it's just to line the bed, and we will be getting more done in the days to come. So this is day 2, Saturday morning. We're starting to plot out the next garden spot. We have, like I said, 5 that we're going to be doing over here, and right now we're just trying to figure out like a general location. This is going to be where our cut flower garden is, so it's going to be probably the biggest one of all of them, so we thought we'd work on this one next. Just laying down some cardboard, and then when we finish up the shape, we're going to put the dirt on it and work on the next one. So a little change of plans because the wind was kicking up so much, it blew away a bunch of our boxes, so we restructured it, but we actually decided to go a different route altogether. Rather than making one super large bed, we decided that we are going to go ahead and make a back bed. That's going to be the cut flower garden, and then we're going to put like sort of an island in front of it so that you can walk around and easily cut the flowers, and also in the center we're going to have a blue rose bush, so along with some other flowers. So new plans, but it's starting to come together. Even as I look around the garden, I'm starting to see other things I want to do as far as shapes. So although a lot of this was planned ahead of time, a lot of it is also on the fly. We're just kind of going with instinct because we have very uneven land. It's very sloped, and there's just, you know, a lot of variables that you can't just like draw on paper. So this is where we're at now, and I will show where we're at when we get a little further along. So there it is. This is the finished part as far as laying down the dirt and creating the beds for this section. As I mentioned, this is going to be where the cut flower garden is, and I have to admit it took a few tries to get the shapes exactly what we wanted. Originally we were going to kind of just do like a corner, and then we decided to sort of do a curved flower bed and a circle instead of like a triangle in the inside. And so now we kind of just have this little circular path where you can walk up and, you know, come over and get the cut flowers. And yeah, this is the blue rose bush that we bought. We're gonna have to plant this here once the cardboard breaks down, and we're gonna plant some other cut flowers here, at least some annuals for now. And not sure what the future of this spot's gonna be, but this is what we're gonna do this year anyway, and kind of figure it out as we go. Looks like something went tramping through the bed. It might have been Minnie, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Anyway, that's what we got so far. Number 3. Day 3, working on this flower bed. Outlined it with some clothesline and just edging it, and then going to lay the cardboard down, put the dirt on it, and we're going to put this bench just about there after we level it out a bit. And here we are, leveling the ground for the bench so it'll sit flat. It's a little bit on an angle, and we don't want that. Alright, got this bed lined and the cardboard laid out, and this is one of our lilac bushes. I'm gonna start putting dirt on it. Here we are so far, just about one more load. There's Minnie. Hi, Minnie. Did you see your ball? Did you see your ball? What you doing? The bed is finished, and now we're gonna put the bench on. So here it is. Here is the bench. We leveled it, and it's pretty sturdy there. So we're gonna add some wood chips to this after we plant some flowers this weekend, and to the other beds as well. And we have 2 more to get done before the weekend, and then it'll be planting time. Yay! Making progress. All right, day 4. Here's the outline for the 4th bed in this corner. Can't really tell too well probably on video, but there's a slope here, so it kind of has a shape that follows the slope down. And right now we're just starting to do the trench part, but here we are, day 4, flower bed 4. Let's get it done. Okay, here's the lot right here. This flower bed is covered in, as you can see, tons and tons of cardboard, and I'm just gonna fill in some of these slots with some extra pieces, and then hose this down and cover it with dirt, topsoil to be exact. So here's the flower bed for day 4. We didn't get to quite finish it last night because it was getting late, but we came out this morning and put the rest of the topsoil on, and this is the completed bed as it is this morning. So we're gonna move on to the next one. So here we are, day 5, doing the 5th of all the major beds in the yard. This one we decided to just do an 8x5, just rectangular shape to complement all the different shapes that are in the yard. We decided to just stay with something simple. After contemplating all the different options, I just thought we could have one that would be just a plain rectangle shape, and I thought that would kind of give a nice balance as you walk around the yard. Plus there's going to be planting in the future, like along this wall. We're hoping to put in some boxwoods or something like that, and along these steps as we're rebuilding the wooden steps this year. And we're just going to try to like leave some space all around for additional growing in the future. So here we are, and gonna start laying the first we're going to dig the trench around it, and then we're going to lay the cardboard, put the topsoil on like we've been doing with all the other beds. And as we've been learning along with this process, one thing that has helped a tremendous amount, these bamboo sticks did turn out to be a winner. They were great for marking beds. Definitely used our tape measure a lot, and also clothesline. Clothesline was the best way to start these beds, in my opinion, because it's cheap, it's flexible, it's white, you can see it, and it helps to lay down those shapes. I wish I would have started with that because it made so much sense once we started incorporating that, but that's part of the fun of this process, is learning as we go. And so here we go. Cardboard laid out. This was quite easy because of the shape, of course, and we just had the perfect shape boxes that were the exact length, so I guess they must have been 5 feet long because all we had to do is layer them up. And so we're about to put the soil on these on top of these boxes and finish up this flower bed very quickly. This will definitely be our easiest one of all. Here we are. This one got finished up pretty quickly, like I said, and that makes it pretty complete here. We have all 5 of our main flower beds done and ready to be sown into. The only thing that's not ready yet is we're gonna add a little bit more soil to this bed, and then we're gonna also bring out some of the sculptures that we have, set those in place, start sowing some seeds, and then soon we'll also be getting some stones to line these beds with, but that will be another video. But this part of the development of our new garden is complete. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more.